Hello guys, and welcome to 5 Notes, applying the remainder and factor theorems. Okay, so this main idea here is talking about polynomial division. Alright, we've added them, we've multiplied them, we've subtracted them, we have not divided them, and that is why yesterday we talked about long division, because that is what it is very similar to. So let's get tackling this here. How do you factor polynomials by using division is the essential question, but don't stop right there. There will be another question to answer at the end. So don't think you're getting out of it easy. Okay? Alrighty, so let's divide this first one here. Just right on into it. Stretch out, get ready to go. X to the third plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 2. We want to divide it by x minus 2. Okay, so we are going to take, I'll highlight it in red, and we are going to divide it by the yellow. And simply put, you want to make it look like long division. Okay, so we're going to have x minus 2. We're going to have our little bar, and x to the third plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 2. Okay, notice everything's in a nice order for us. That's what we need. To the third, to the second, to the first, and nothing. Now, the whole idea is we want to focus on the x minus 2. Okay, and we need to think, how can I make this first piece, x, how can I make it this first piece? So x to the third. Okay, well, if I have an x, I want to make it x to the third. Well, I have x, I would need to multiply it by, anybody? X squared. Okay, so it's just like long division. To make this x to the third, I need to multiply by x squared. Okay, so this is what you need to multiply by. This is what you need. That's what you need. I need an x squared. Okay, now what's going to happen? All right, this x squared, okay, if we multiply it to the x, you're left with x to the third. Again, this is what we wanted. Boop. Okay, also you're going to multiply it to the negative 2. So this is going to be negative 2x squared. And you're going to need to practice these. I know it might be confusing. And it's, again, similar to long division. You have this here. Now here's the big thing. Another big idea. Make sure you put parentheses around this when we subtract. Okay? Because really we're subtracting negative x to the third, and we're going to be adding 2x. Alright, so to make sure you did everything right, x to the third minus x to the third, those are going to cancel out. Boop. Okay. Now, 5x plus 2x squared. 5x squared plus 2x squared is going to be 7x squared. Mr. D, why isn't it 3? Again, you had to distribute the negative. Okay, it was originally minus 2. We changed it. Again, practice will make perfect. Okay, so now we're going to bring down the rest. Okay, actually just one more piece. So negative 7x. Working our way down. Okay, now from here, again, we have an x. How can we make it? So we need to make x the 7x squared. Okay, well, and then I need to multiply by a 7. and an x. So I need to multiply by a positive 7x. Okay, that again, distribute, gives me 7x squared. Again, you want these to be the same. Okay, 7x times negative 2, negative 14x. Okay, if these two numbers are going to cancel out when you subtract, you're on the right track. Okay, so we're going to subtract, distributing the negative. These two should cancel out. Poop, poop, poop. 0. You don't have to write the 0. Certainly welcome not to. Negative 7. Keep in mind this is going to be plus 14, giving me 7x again. Bring down the rest. And the last game is we need to make x squared okay. Actually, sorry. And the next game, we again need to make x a 7x, simply multiplying by 7. So everything we need is up top here. So again, if we multiply 7 to the x, you get 7x. Multiply 7 to the negative 2, you get negative 14. Shaken and bacon, distributing the negative. Boom, boom. 0. This again will become positive. And 16. 16, just like before, is our remainder. It's okay to get remainders. Okay? Now the final answer. I know this was one problem, but I went slow. There is your answer, what all you need. So x squared plus 7x plus 7. Remainder 16. Boop. Okay, there it is. Okay, guys, so our second example, and sorry if it jumped out here. Again, it's very important you take your time on these. I actually made a mistake on it the first time around. So, as always, just go back, try again. So it is very important you take your time on these. Okay, again, we're going to divide x squared minus 3x plus 5. That's going to go out front here. So x squared minus 3x plus 5. And we're going to set up our fraction or division bar and have 3x to the 4th minus 5x to the 3rd plus 4x minus 6. And you're like, Mr. D, why did you leave such a big space here? And this is just, and if you have to go back and erase, it's okay. That's because notice we have x to the 4th, to the 3rd. We're missing x squared. Oh no, we gotta find them. It's like Home Alone, you gotta find the x squared. Okay, anyway. So really we have plus 0 x squareds. So you do want to make sure everyone in the family is accounted for, even little Johnny, and have them all there. Okay, that's the first little trick with this one. Now again, once everything's accounted for, we are looking, to again, focus on this x squared. We want to make x squared into this first value, 3x to the 4th. Well, in order to do that, I'm going to need to multiply by a positive 3x squared. Okay, now if we multiply by a 3x squared, and here's our first distribution. Again, distribute it to the x squared. And this is where the mistakes happen. Then you get your 3x to the 4th. So that's good. Now distribute it to the negative 3x. Okay, then you get negative 9x to the third. And then distribute it to the 5, and you get plus 15x squared. Okay, now when we subtract this guy away, okay, subtracting, again, distribute that negative sign. Boom, boom, boom. This will become positive. This will really become negative. Okay, these first two cancel. Negative 5 plus 9 is really 4x to the third. And a positive 15 now plus 0 is just a 15x squared. Okay, now we have 3 terms, so we just need to bring down one more, and that means plus 4x. And we'll repeat. So step 2 now, x squared wants to become 4x to the third. Okay? In order to do that, we're going to need to multiply by 4x. So we put that right up here, plus 4x. And again, we're going to distribute to x squared. We're going to distribute to negative 3x. And we're going to distribute to the 5. So you can probably see if you mess the first step up, unfortunately, everything else is going to change. So take your time. Again, distributing the negative. Now 15, and see, almost got it here. When I distributed this negative, I forgot to make it a negative 15. Sorry about that. So that was negative. This, again, would be positive because it was negative. And lastly, we'd have a negative. So this here will be negative 3x squared. And this will become negative. So it's a negative 20 plus 4, negative 16x. Whew, take your time. Okay, if you're confused again, that's where everything came from. Just go back 16x, and we'll bring down the negative 6. And now, step 3, we want to make, again, our x squared. It wants to become negative 3x squared. So we multiply by negative 3. Again, distributing all of these now. So negative 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. If we distribute it to negative 3 again, it'll be positive 9x. And when you distribute it to the 5, minus 15. Subtract everything away. This becomes positive. This becomes negative. This becomes positive. Don't forget about it. Negative 16 minus 9 is negative 25x. And again, this is positive, so it will become plus 9. There is our big remainder. That's okay. And the rest of the answer is up top here. So 3x squared plus 4x minus 3. Very important. Take your time, okay? And that's it there. So, your essential question I'd like you to answer, not only how do you factor polynomials, but the key thing is, how do you begin? Okay? How do you begin factoring them? So even easier. Now, I highly recommend watching this last example But that's all I really have for you for right now. Be prepared to divide tomorrow, or at least get started in class. So thank you guys.